because our third eye, our gut feelings, our intuition is all being amplified. That's what's going on right now with the downloads. So if your extra spidey senses are kicking in, that's it. All right, so Six of Swords randomly at the bottom with Protection and Hermit. We're going to use these three decks and just do a quick reading and see what we get. So I'm going to go ahead and shuffle these. Yep, that's what we have in Astro. We have Inner Vision Amplified. So I put that on the thumbnail with my neighbor's beautiful cactus. All right, we're going to go ahead and shuffle these. Six of Swords is journeying. Who is traveling? Who is on their way to something else? Something different is what I'm getting off of the Six of Swords. Okay, they don't want me to go on, so here we go. Five of Cups. You're disappointed in whatever you're doing, and you're finding out some truth. You're standing in the truth, so you're finding out that there's a lot of disappointment around you. Could be people failing you, jobs failing you. You could have been one of those people that thought the rapture was going to sweep you away yesterday. That was all over the internet, huh? Okay, so you're definitely disappointed because of the truth of the situation. And it probably has to do more with love because this is the Ace of Cups, but it's just telling me that you need to stay in love. Stay in the love mode. Seven of Wands. I'm just feeling there is, along with the Ace of Cups, what I'm feeling here is I'm feeling emotions. I'm feeling like there's seven wands of emotions going around you. That's a different energy off of this card. Usually it's more of a victory card, but I'm feeling you're very emotional in the spiritually emotional part. Then I'm getting the Eight of Pentacles. So your hard work is paying off, but you're disappointed. You're disappointed with this truth that you found out. And it's getting you emotionally upset, feeling kind of like maybe your hard work isn't paying off. They're giving me an example of, you know how when you give away all that stuff, or like them 3 suitcases that we had to get rid of, you feel like, you know how much time and money I spent buying that stuff that was in those 3 suitcases and now they're just gone? Oh, sure, I'm getting stuff in replacement of it, but this really sucks because my hard work, all my hard work in the past, is just gone. Don't feel that way. Another way the devil can get you, I'm telling you, because we have to look at it. That's where we have to go, stop. You're going into the past. You're thinking about the past. And that's feeding those negative emotions of all my hard work isn't paying off. Really it is. 7 is the victory card. 7 of Wands. 8 of Pentacles is your hard work's paying off. But with that 5 of Cups and the truth coming out, you're feeling like this sucks. You know, I miss those things. Okay, well, we can't be like that. We have to stay in the Ace of Cups and take the new stuff that's coming in. God can't fill full hands. Move forward. So you got to stop. Just like you did when I told you if any of the old emotions come in from the past, that's an old emotion from the past. It's going to be a challenge. Another 5, right? Change is challenge. 9 of Wands, but it's almost over. The 9 of Wands is an ending card. It's a card where I'm seeing that it's a challenge, but it's almost over. And then we have, yep, your new abundance is coming in. This is the Ace of Pentacles. So the 2 aces. If you stay in the Ace of Hearts, the Ace of Cups, the Ace of Love, then we get our new abundance. Remember, we're on the newer timeline. Depending on where you are, it's still a new timeline. We shifted, all of us did. But some of you are just on a lower level in that timeline. Okay, so your abundance is coming in if you stay in love, all yes, all good. Okay, so your only challenge was that you have to remember that it's almost over and we can't go backwards thinking that our hard work did not pay off. You know, that's a huge one. Oh, all that stuff that I had to get rid of, all those hard years of work and all that money that I spent. Can't look at it like that. Okay, protection, randomly on the bottom. Let's see what kind of protection message they want to give you. These will kind of probably be 3 separate messages, but I'm not going to tell you for sure that that's the truth, as I don't know. But we want to... Protection was on the bottom, and these cards flew out. Spiritual, toxic, and spiritual was in reverse, and toxic's in reverse. So your spirituality is not toxic. That inner third eye awakening is happening. Your spidey senses are being amplified, and you're protected by St. Michael and your spirit team, or whichever angels that you have as your spirit team. So your spirituality is not toxic. That's good, and you're very protected. You do feel peace when you stop your brain fucking, okay? Too sensitive, you're getting over that, and you're seeing that it's bringing you peace. Intuition, so that's the card, that's the inner wisdom, that is the thing that's happening right now. So we're going to go back to intuition, peace, and sensitivity. You want to stay away from being sensitive, too sensitive, but you want to use your sensitivity to awaken your intuition because it's being amplified, and the result will be peace. When you feel peace about a situation, you know you're in the right track. Okay? Then we have your inner child and self-expression. So you want to act more like a child with your creativity. You want to do things like I do, spontaneous. I have a goal. Oh, I got to do laundry. I got to do grocery shopping. I got to feed the animals. That's my goals, right? Do my videos. Read my books, watch my movies, all of that are goals, but we just use our inner child to have fun with it, okay? So self-expression, that's what I do every day, self-expression. And then protection came back. So you're supposed to take that leap of faith. You want to go bungee jumping, right? That's what your inner child always wanted to do. Then go do it. You are protected. You are protected. So definitely want to use your intuition. What is it speaking? Because your inner wisdom is being amplified, and your spirituality is not toxic no more, and your sensitivity, you've got a grip on it. But use your sensitivity to tell you what's right and what's wrong, what you should do, what you shouldn't do. The Hermit card randomly at the bottom tells me that you've went within. You've went within and you've really figured this out. The only problems I'm seeing again, the only challenges, the only warnings is watch out for disappointment. That 5 of Cups showed up for a reason. It's very mild, but we still do it. We're human. I can sit here right now and say, look at my makeup, right? And say, oh, I had 5 of these brand new $50 a piece that I had to leave behind in that suitcase. Well, you know what? I can look at it that way. Or I can look at it and say, boy, I have these nice 5 ones right here. Oh, are they ever nice? See, I can look at the situation however I want to look at it. I'm telling you to look at it as the positive side of it, the peaceful side of it. Now, you also can look at it like, well, didn't they say they donated those those 3 suitcases? So those 5 tubes of lipstick are going to get into some girl's hands that really need it. Or they might even fall into the Joker's hands and he can use it for his costume when he does his videos. Yep, see? So how do you want to look at the picture of the past? Privileged lady in reverse. So somebody is still waiting for his privileged lady, and you're being divinely guided towards the privileged lady, but somebody is energy harvesting you. You're feeling some awkward silences because you're finding out about forbidden knowledge. And yes, I'm talking to the divine masculine. So either you're a masculine that just got this mini reading here, or you're in your masculine mode if you're a female. But I'm going to go back to repeating a little bit about it. You're not where you want to be because you don't really have your twin yet, but you know you're being divinely guided. You know you're being energy harvested by people around you, so you're being silent, and it's awkward. It's awkward to ignore people around you, but you do have the forbidden knowledge, and you are very divine, so you have to just have faith and prayer and realize that God will take care of the situation. You have to use your magic power, and the trickster is in reverse. So the trickster is very evident in your life. You don't have to go searching. You just need to figure out how to get out of the situation. And you're kind of waiting for the privileged lady that hasn't arrived yet. And that could be your mistake because you really need to act, is what I'm hearing. Chosen, you're royal, you're divine. And we just said that, so that repeated itself. And then with the awkward silence, I'm getting mechanical responses. So not only are you ignoring the toxic situation, you're mechanically answering. How are you today? Fine, thank you. Would you like some butter on your bread? Yes, thank you. That's mechanical responses. And then the rest of the day, you're ignoring them. Okay, that's overlord energy, narcissist, playboy energy. So again, it's the tricksters in reverse because we see them, but it's making you be mechanical. It's making you be silent, and that energy is no good. So with that forbidden knowledge, you need to transform, go down the rabbit hole, get out of the situation, and put death to it. Not put death to a person, put death to a situation and transform. And then you can surrender and flow, and then it went right back to the hermit. So let's go over that again. You're going to get out of the situation by going down the rabbit hole and figuring out your choices. Then you're going to surrender and flow. There's down the rabbit hole. And the death card, you're going to go down the rabbit hole, put death to the situation, and you're going to surrender and flow and go back into your hermit mode. And then you will go back to the beginning of the reading where I said the privileged lady will come in because you're divinely guided. But the privileged lady can't come in while you're still in the toxic situation doing mechanical responses and having awkward silences. So you're holding your ascension with her back, okay? You are being protected by the angels, but it was in reverse and you're not relying on them enough. And then I have the Akashic records. We see everything, and we see the monitoring spirits. We see the tricksters. We're just supposed to amplify your inner vision so that you can get out of that situation. And then you will have your privileged lady. Okay? And that was the emperor I'm talking to. He came out twice. Okay? So that was that reading. And again, if you're a female, it's just your masculine side of you that I'm talking to. Okay? So that was your reading. There was a lot there. You might want to watch this again. I am Miss Mystic, and I definitely love you. Thanks for listening.